Hey guys, welcome back to Pot's Mama Bear. Today I wanted to make a headband, and I think that I have the perfect yarn for this. So with that being said, oh, by the way, this picture is from Pinterest. With all that being said, this is my yarn that I'm going to be working with today. And also I have a 9 millimeter hook, which is an N. That's what I'm going to be working with. And I am going to just go ahead and get started. First off, by taking out some of this yarn. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with a slip knot. I realize that this hook is probably too big for this yarn, but I cannot find my other hook. So I'm just going to crochet it with this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just chain as big as you want this. And I'm going to do it big enough to where I can make sure I can join the two sides together to give it that little like knot look, I guess. And I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's do one more because that's not an even number. And then I'm going to go in with a half double crochet into the second from the chain or from the hook. So 1, 2. And we're going to do half double crochets all the way to the end of our row. To do a half double crochet, I just realized that I'm not even telling you guys how to actually do this. We're going to yarn over and go into the stitch or that chain, and you're going to yarn over again, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So again, we're going to yarn over, go through the next chain, and we're going to pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So we're going to keep doing this throughout or through this whole row. Now that I'm working with this hook and this yarn, it seems right, so I'm just going to continue to use this hook because it just feels right. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you guys. So this is what we're doing, and the hook I'm using for this size yarn. So, yeah, this is pretty much what we're doing, just the half double crochets all the way through to the end, which I am almost there. And then we are going to move on to the next round or row. I think it would be row because we're not doing rounds. Yeah. Okay. So this is my last chain, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain up 1 and then turn my work, and not this one but this one next to it. So not this one that we just worked into, this one. We're going to yarn over, and we are going to continue doing our single or our half double crochets. So I'm going to continue doing this the whole rest of the row. Sorry, I need to get more yarn. And then I will come back at the end of this row and then show you guys what to do after that. Before I let you guys go, I know that there are some people that are new to crocheting that may be watching my videos for the first time or just crocheting for the first time. But when I say the next stitch, this is what I'm talking about, is the hole that's in this stitch right here. So we're just gonna go here and then insert and continue. So we will go ahead and do that all the way down to our last stitch of this row. Okay, so I am on my last stitch of this row. Let me scroll in so that way, or zoom in so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is my last stitch of this row. I'm going to yarn over and then I'm going to put it into that last stitch, yarn over again, and then pull through the yarn, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops that were on our hook. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and this is going to be our repeat row of just doing half double crochets all the way till you get your desired length. What I mean by desired length is how much you need to go around your head. This is one that I finished the other day for my daughter for Christmas, and I made it wider because sometimes her hair is a little bit more puffier than other days. All of our kids have like really thick hair, so I make them a little bit thicker so that way if they're wear it up in a ponytail, it'll cover their ears and stuff as well. So now we're just going to go from there, and we're going to turn our work, and we're going to, not this first one, but this second stitch, and we're just going to continue doing that until we get our desired length, as I previously said. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, because if I don't, I'm going to keep rambling because that's my autism. And yeah, so I will come back as soon as I get my desired length. That way I can show you guys how I sew everything together to make it look like that big bow or that knot. Okay guys, so I finished my piece of the headband, and I don't know exactly how long this is. Let me see if I can find my measuring tape. Okay, so this is about 21 inches. So it's about 21 inches, and it is 8 inches across right here, and then 21 inches long. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to cut somewhat of a longer tail. Actually, no, we're not. Sorry. So we're gonna go ahead and we're going to cut this, leave a tail. We're gonna take that loop and we're going to pull the rest of the tail in onto that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my smaller hook and I'm just going to weave in and out of the end of this, just so that way we can sew, or not sew this, but weave the tail, and we can get rid of it, is what I'm trying to say. So after all of this, we're going to go ahead and cut the end of that off, if my scissors will work. And then I'm going to take a piece of other yarn, which I really need to go find it, and then I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do next. Okay, so yes, I did get a completely different color of yarn. So what we're going to do now is go look for a needle. Okay, I am so sorry about that. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to thread the needle, or thread the yarn through the needle, and then we are going to take one side of it and we're gonna fold it in half like this, and then we're gonna take the other side of it and also fold that in half, and then we're gonna put it inside like each other like this, or overlap it. I want to make sure that this is the right side. Yeah, no, it's not. This goes on the outside. Okay, so we're going to go like this, and we're gonna make sure that we could see all 4 layers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go through 1, and then we're gonna go through the next layer, and then the next one, and then the next one. So we got all 4 layers, and what we're gonna do is we're going to tie this. And we're going to tie it at least 2 or 3 times. Now we're going to come back to the front and we're going to do it again. We're going to pick up those 2 stitches right there, and then those 2, and then so we're going to keep doing that until we get all the way to the end of, till we get to right here. We're going to just keep going through each stitch like this. Make sure we pull it tight. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna continue doing this until we get all the way to the end, and then I'll come back and show you guys how I tie off, and then show you guys what the finished product looks like. Okay, so now it was like this. Now I'm gonna turn it like this, and I am going to weave through all of this until we get to the other end where our starting tail is at. So just like this. And because I feel like this is too open right here, I'm going to go ahead and go through this one more time. Oops. And then now I'm going to go through it a couple, well, maybe one more time. And I'm going to go back through till we get to this starting tail. I'm going to take my needle off, and then we're going to tie this 2 or 3 times. And then now we're going to cut it right there. So now we will go ahead and flip this the other way, and now you have your headband complete along with this cute little bow styled design in the front, and you cannot see the thread or whatever color yarn you used. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in our next one.